Joe. Everett Roses. Welcome back to the YouTube. We're back here again with another video. Today, we're going to be reacting to some of the teachers' weirdest stories from their time in school. Alright? So let's get into it. So this is a Reddit post. Teachers were asked, what is the funniest thing you have witnessed that you were absolutely not allowed to laugh at? And these are their answers. A first grade teacher I dated once told me that a little boy was really into feet. Alright. When they would sit on the carpet and if she was wearing sandals, which she did a lot, she would watch him gradually gravitate towards her feet and start touching her toes. They had this lady come in and read to them once, and the lady had open toe shoes and she had to stop him from crawling towards her feet. That would be really freaky. That's basically Isabel, isn't it? That is Isabel. Toes! Oh my god. Yeah, imagine a little toddler that's like addicted to feet and wants to eat them. Imagine hundreds of them all just chasing you, trying to get your feet. You're just kicking toddlers out of the way. No, f*** off! Leave my toes alone! That is a horrifying picture. I found my fetish back in first grade. Next one. I had this male student who was obsessed with boots. He could care less who was attached to them. He liked men's boots and women's boots. I was working at a private outplacement facility for severe disabilities. He would be very obvious with this attraction to them. He would tell you that you were wearing them. He would compliment them. He had a hard time looking at anything else, and he would also start breathing louder when they were in sight. Oh my god. He would also tell you to look at him to gesture his erection that was hard to miss in sweatpants. I was not expecting that at the end.
He had a little erection over the boots. What do you know about that? There's something for everyone out there, isn't there?
I was a college counsellor right out of college at a low-income school. Help kids with college applications, scholarships, etc. I was helping a student fill out a scholarship form and he asked me, Mr. B, this says income limit. Is that maximum or minimum? I jokingly told him, minimum. It's a scholarship that only rich kids can apply for. He did a double take and shouted at me at the top of his lungs, yo, that's f***ed up, Mr. B. From the hallway, I heard one of his friends shout, yo, what's f***ed up? The kid with me shouts into the hallway, Mr. B says this scholarship is only for rich kids. Hallway kids also shouts, yo, that's f***ed up, Mr. B. This started a chain reaction of kids shouting it, and now all my friends like to shout at me too, 10 years later. Yo, what the f***, Mr. B? What the f***? That is a funny story. That is brilliant. A student asked if Curly from Of Mice and Men was small and angry because he's a jaded twink. What does that even mean? What is a jaded twink? Okay, right, gay men, right, okay. A jaded twink? Well, I've never heard that in my life. The more you know. Someone wrote F Miss Taylor on a locker in permanent marker about me near my classroom. Every word is spelled wrong, and when a kid told me about it, I had to put my hand over my mouth to stifle the laughter. My sister did that once, actually. She wrote F you on the whiteboard in school, right? And she spelt it wrong. I don't think she got in trouble for it because nobody knew it was her, but she just put F-U-K. Because she was in like year 4 at the time. I don't know. She didn't know how to spell it. I just thought that was really funny. Like, if you're going to insult someone, at least spell it right. I teach kindergarten/nursery school. One of the younger students has a big head. Literally, she's like a little bobblehead. She's a good kid, just has an unusually sized head that I hope she grows into because she's also very short and squat. What does squat mean? We bundled all the kids up and took them outside to play. And she can't really run because of balance issues caused by her centre of gravity being a little off. She's 2. Oh, she's 2. Bloody hell. She saw something interesting and started running towards it and just fell over. Her jacket is so big and puffy, she kind of looks like... Her jacket is so big and puffy, she kind of looks like the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. And it's the funniest thing ever when she falls over. I feel bad for her, but she really is unbalanced. I mean, you can't as a teacher laugh at a 2-year-old child. Come on. Gotta help them out. This isn't really related, but I used to work in a primary school at one point, and there was this one kid, about 5 years old, who looked so much like a barn owl. It was incredible. So much like a barn owl. I want to see a barn owl now. What, you mean they can rotate their head like 270 degrees? The kid can just like face the other way in class. Teaching 7 and 8-year-olds about ancient Egypt and someone asked what whipping was when talking about slavery. A little girl's hand shot up and she excitedly started talking about her mummy had a whip, but it was only for grown-ups and she wasn't supposed to play with it, but she thinks her mummy must know a lot about slaves in ancient Egypt, and maybe mummy would even come talk to us about it, and did we want to ask her? This was a tiny village school where everyone knew everyone. Despite best efforts, a fair chunk of the class went out at home time and excitedly told their parents Katie's mum was going to come home to talk to us about Egypt because she was an expert, and she even had a real whip, which must be from ancient Egypt. Oh, God. That's when your children expose you, isn't it? That is when your children expose you. How embarrassing. This was told to me by a teacher friend. A little boy in their class had a habit of crapping himself. They and a class party where kids brought in food, I guess. It was the last day before Christmas break. Anyways, there was some teaching assistant, parent, I'm not sure which, assisting with giving the kids food and snacks. The kid, I feel like I'm dyslexic. It's like, is this hard to read? The kids are sitting at their desks. She reaches to the floor with a napkin and picks something up. She goes to the teacher and says, someone dropped some chocolate on the floor. A few minutes later, she realizes that the boy and she picked up a turd that rolled out his pants leg. She picked it up. That's grim. What the is that kid okay? Oh no. At a kindergarten I work at in Japan, the parents get regular phone calls from the teachers to check in and talk about the kids. I used to be in a class that had one foreign teacher and one Japanese teacher. They did everything in English and Japanese, so it was decided that to show their parents how their English was coming along, once a term, I would phone and talk to the kid on the phone so the parents could listen. There are a few weird stories about the weird phone calls with family members. However, the hardest I ever had to not laugh was I phoned this one boy's house and he actually answered the phone. He was a 5-year-old boy, so I guess old enough to answer the phone, and I didn't think much of it at the time. We talked for a while. Why? That's weird. We talked for a while, and then at the end I asked him if I could talk to his mother or father. He just said no. Yeah, fair enough. I asked them if they were home. He told me that they were home, but they were busy in the bedroom practicing. I couldn't laugh to let him know that they might be doing something else, but didn't know what to say. Then after a beat, the boy chimed in again to tell me that they don't normally practice for very long, so they should be done soon. I told him that it was all right and I would call again another time. I hung up the phone and giggled for a good while. They might have been practicing. I don't think... Did they tell the boy what they were practicing?
We'll be back in a second, Timmy. We're just going to go practice some sex. Okay, cover your ears.
Not a teacher yet, but I am a student teacher at the moment and graduate in June. Last year, I was placed in a grade 1 classroom. We were learning about different shapes and my cooperation teacher put up a dodecahedron on the projector. What the is that? A dodecahedron. And one 5-6-year-old just points at it and shouts, and clear as day says, "That's a pussy! That's a pussy!" I had to turn around and hide my head. I have no idea what prompted the kid to say it. I didn't even think he would know what that is. But apparently that's what a dodecahedron is. Afterwards, my co-op teacher and I just looked at each other with bewilderment, and I asked her if that was really what he said. After the class dispersed, and she confirmed it. One of the funniest moments so far. Hey, that's a pussy! Yeah, there is nothing funnier than really young children swearing. When you think they shouldn't know the swear words, and they do. Oh, they're just so innocent, aren't they? They're just so innocent. I teach high school, and a 9th grade girl was talking about an injury she received at softball practice the day before. Suddenly, she exclaims, "Y'all gotta see my pussy scar!" and starts rolling up her leg of her shorts. Half the class, including me, froze, wondering what was about to unfold. Soon, she realised she meant a scar filled with pus. Oh. Which was pretty disgusting and not at all what we expected based on her announcement. Pussy scar? Oh. That's f***ing grim. I remember when I was younger and we were going to the cinema. You guys have probably seen these videos. I used to call popcorn cock porn.
Daddy, can I have some more cock porn, please?
Would I be no! Just don't... You can have popcorn, but you're not having any cock porn. It took me a long time to be somebody how to pronounce it properly. That is where the idea for that video came from. My popcorn cockporn videos, because it was me. I was the kid that used to say,
Daddy, can I have some more cock porn, please?
oh, my poor father. Right, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're nearly at that 1 million. Take it easy, and I will see you in the next video. Oi! Subscribe!
Oh God, please subscribe! Subscribe!
Subscribe! Subscribe!